everybody, welcome to the Hacienda. Ribbit here. Good to see you again. I appreciate you stopping by. Today is pretty cool. We've got a thunderstorm and rain rolling in with a possibility of hail as well. So what we're going to do today is we're going to make the national soup of Turkey. Yes, believe it or not. Ezogelin Corbasi. I think I pronounced it right. No. Ezogelin Corbasi. Yes. That is a soup. And now, I did not invent this. I did not find it in a recipe book. I was poking around YouTube here recently, and I ran across a really good video of some, I don't know, some food. And the channel is called Elvanka Tarifler. And I'll put the name below, the name of the link, and the link of the channel up here. And I guess that's her name. She's Turkish, and she makes wonderful food, and I found this recipe that she made. Now, I am not making it exactly the same way she did it, because as I did more research over the subsequent days, I found that there is truly tens of thousands of variants across Turkey. Now, they all have the basic things in common, but, you know, some are hot and spicy, some aren't, you know, and of course, I'm going to give my twist to it. The common thread is that it's always made with red lentils. It's always made with bulgur wheat. It always has onion, tomato, red pepper, paprika, mint, and lemon. Okay? Now, you can vary the amount. I got hot pepper here, too. You can vary the amounts of hot pepper and heat, and a lot of them have rice in it as well. Now, this is going to be my take on it. I'm making it low carb, and I'm cutting out the rice at all, completely. Anyway, let me go ahead and do the prep work, and I'll show you how it's done. Okay, in a stock pot over medium heat, we've heated up some olive oil, and now we're going to saute one onion, which is kind of finely diced. Now we're going to cook that for about 5 minutes over medium-low heat. Join me then. To that, we're going to add 1 pound of chopped tomatoes, and we're going to cook that until they're all soft and broken up. Alright, tomatoes falling apart, we're going to put 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, the equivalent of just 1 clove. To that, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of chili pepper, 1 teaspoon of coarse ground black pepper, and 1 tablespoon of cayenne pepper. Alright, we're going to stir that and cook that for a few more minutes. Alright, now that it's all incorporated nicely, we're going to add the equivalent of 2 cups of, in this case, chicken broth. Then we're going to add the 1 pound of red lentils, the 1/4 pound of bulgur wheat. Now, we're going to stir this in, and we're going to start adding water. And we've got this on medium heat. And what we want is we want to bring that water about 2 to 3 inches above the level of the lentils. Okay, now we're going to turn it up to high and bring it to a boil, and then turn it down to simmer and cook it. Now, while we're on the subject, I want you to go to that lady's website. Go ahead and check out her cooking. She makes some awesome food. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Send her some love. Tell her Rivet sent you. And check her out. Right, once it comes to a boil like that, you want to stir it a little bit. And I'm going to need to add some more water that I got heating up right now on the side. Okay, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of paprika. And what I forgot to show is 1 teaspoon of cumin, and to that, about this much dried mint, which I would guess is about 3 tablespoons. Okay, let's mix that in, and we're going to turn the heat to number 2, or even lower. Okay, we're going to cover it with the lid cocked, and we're going to cook it for half an hour. Join me then. Alright, at the half-hour mark, 2 things are going to happen. First is, if you've noticed, we haven't added any salt. We're going to add a generous tablespoon to there and mix it in well, and from then on out, you'll adjust it personally to taste. Okay, we're going to put the lid back on and continue cooking. Alright, and meanwhile, on a separate skillet, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter and get that melting. And to that, we're going to add the equivalent of about 2-3 tablespoons of olive oil. Okay? Now we're going to get that heated up, and join me in a minute. Okay, once the butter is melted and the oil's hot, we're going to add 6 ounces of tomato paste. And what we're going to do is then add a pinch of salt, and then we're going to just fry this. We're going to fry it for about 5-10 minutes. And apparently that is the secret. After 8 minutes of frying, we've already added the salt. We're going to add another pinch of dried mint leaf. Oh, I'd call that a generous teaspoon. And then we're going to add it to the soup, like so. Okay, now what we're going to do is incorporate that real well, mix it in, and cook it for another 20 minutes over simmer with the lid on. And then it's ready to eat, so join me then. And here we go, a bowl of steaming deliciousness. Deliciousness in a bowl. Ezogelin Corbasi. Oh yeah, the Turkish national soup. But that's not all. We're not done. Oh no. We got to garnish it. And typically, Ezogelin is served with lemon. And I should have cut it into rings like they normally do, but I did wedges. Because, I'll show you why. Wedges are a lot easier to squeeze, and typically this soup is served with fresh lemon juice squeezed over top of it to give it a nice brightness. Okay? And that, wow, let me tell you, that smells delicious. And folks, I cheated. I tasted it earlier. To make sure I got the salt right, I had to add a little bit more. You do it to taste. That is fantastic. Talk about being more than the sum of its parts. Holy cannoli. That is a serious soup. Now, this soup is typically served like that. It can be a meal or a snack or a breakfast. And it's served with something called pita. P-I-D-A. And I'm going to show you here down there. I'm going to write it. Pita is the Turkish version of pita, which we all know is flatbread. Now, pita in Turkey usually is flavored, and I got pita, and this is garlic olive oil, and it's infused with olive oil and has garlic in it. So there you have it. What a meal. Let's go ahead and give it a taste, right? Do you see how nice and thick it is? Oh, definitely perfect food. Oh my. Oh, the rainbow of flavors. The softness of the lentils and bulgur. You'd be surprised what the mint does cooking in here. Thanks for watching, people. Take care, and don't forget to see Ivanka Tarifler. Tell her I sent you. Bye-bye.